Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. Today is my first update for the Deck of Panning 2024 project. Last year was my first year of doing the project. It was my first panning project, and I love it. It has a special place in my heart, and this will, I think, always be my favorite project. It was created by Emily from the channel Emily and Max. I will have a link to her channel in the description box below, as well as a link to the spreadsheet that gives you all the information that you need to do this project if you're so inclined. You play with a deck of cards and a game board, and the game board shuffles. The cards 2 through 10 shuffle monthly. So as of last month, the King of Diamonds was hit pan. Actually, it's a face card, so it doesn't shuffle, but it was to hit pan. And I brought in the Avon Glow. It's all worn off. This is old. Old. This is the Avon Glow powder. I use it as a finishing powder. It doesn't have any glow to it, but it does give a really nice finish. And my goal, the prompt was to hit pan. And I brought this in because you can see, I'm hoping you can see it on camera, you can see the rings. And I'm hoping that I'm close. I haven't hit pan yet, but I'm hoping that I'm close. I use a big floofy brush like this. Probably if I used a more dense brush, I would hit pan quicker, but this is what I do. Do that all over after the blush and bronzer and all of that are done. I just kind of go in and buff everything out with it. And it's lovely. I like it. Next up, I drew the 2 of Spades, which at the time was collecting cobwebs, something that's old in your collection that you haven't used. And this is the Ace Beauté Blushed in Paradise face palette. That is what it looks like. I've used this 5 times. I have a 10-use goal on it, so I still have 5 more uses to go. I use these 2 shades right here. I kind of dip my brush in one and then the other and kind of mix them. It's a pretty shade. Before I brought this in, I had only used this shade right here and none of the other ones, and I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying using it. So I still have 5 more uses on that. The next one was the 10 of Clubs, and at the time was multi-purpose. And I brought in the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick. You can use it on your face, lips, eyes, whatever. I just use it as a cream blush. And my goal was 10 uses, and I have used it 5 times as well. And that's all I have left, you guys. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty shade. I enjoy it quite. I enjoy all of the multi-sticks. I love them. And when they're gone, I may think about repurchasing. May think about it because I really do enjoy them. Although Essence has some now that I kind of want to try, but I really like those. Next up was the 4 of Diamonds, and that was a wild card. So that means I got to pick my space, and I picked the prompt seasonal. And so I brought in the Wicked Widow Graveyard Smash because Halloween is a season. It's a whole season. And I brought this in for no pan left behind, and I accomplished that goal. I did use this no pan left behind. You guys, this is such a great palette. I wish that the color story was a little bit more my speed, but I am keeping it. I wasn't sure when I brought it in if I was going to keep it or not. The mattes are very nice, very blendable, very pigmented. But what got me are these shimmers. I swatched them last time. I'm going to swatch them again because they are fantastic. These are the 3 shimmers in the palette. This green right here is very fancy. It's very fancy. I love it. It is such a pretty shade. It's like a gold to green to blue multi-chrome. It's fantastic. I love it. I freaking love it. I believe I used it on, it was a brown look. It was brown, a brown look, and I used it on my lid, and I loved it. It was great. And then the last thing that was brought in was the 5 of Clubs, and at the time it was nostalgic. So something that makes you feel nostalgic, something that's older, whatever. I brought in the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Soft Spoken. Holy Grail, but it's discontinued. Whatever. And my goal was to use it 10 times. I did use it 10 times. I used it just about every time I did my makeup. It is a gorgeous shade. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And I love it. I use it a lot. So I have two things rolling out. The Graveyard Smash and the Soft Spoken are both rolling out. So I am going to choose 2 cards. And while I'm doing all that, I will put the game board up really quickly. You have to make sure that you have a Joker in here. You don't want the Joker. It stands for Are You Joking Me? And it's something that you don't want to pan. First, I'm going to get all this off my hand because I'll have it everywhere because you know me. So let me make sure I have my Betty Boop cards. I do have a link to my Betty Boop cards in the description box below. There's my Joker. Look at her. Look at her. And I'm going to do a quick shuffle. I have not even looked at the game board this month at all. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and I didn't this month. The month has kind of gotten away from me, so I haven't looked at the game board. Okay, we're only drawing 2 cards. I'm going to cut the deck. We're only drawing 2 cards. Jack of Hearts. I always panic when I get face cards because some of those are like the hit pan. And then, I thought that was a Joker. I don't know why I thought that, but the 2 of Spades. So I am going to figure out what those are. I'm going to go get my products that correspond to them. And then when I come back, we'll talk about what the prompt means and talk about what products I'm bringing in. So don't go anywhere. All right, I have my products. I looked to see what the prompts were. And for the first card that I drew, which was the Jack of Hearts, that is a cream or liquid product. Easy. I don't know why I always get when I see face cards. Easy. So I am bringing in this little baby, Ulta Beauty. It is a lip oil. It came in a holiday set that I got from Just Janet. Just Janet. I took the dough foot out because I wanted to see exactly how much product was in there. Because I was kind of toying with the idea of actually finishing it, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to use it 10 times. I'm going to use it 10 times, see where we are. But you know, when you put the dough foot in, it makes it look like there's more. But I mean, it's probably, if it were to settle, it's probably around right there. And I do use lip oils quite often, usually when I'm getting ready for work or whatever. I put it on while I'm doing my makeup, but I'm going to use that 10 times. I'm going to use it 10 times. And then the other card that I drew was the 2 of Spades, which was the prompt matches shirt. I have a gray shirt on. I almost always have a gray shirt on of some kind, gray, black, whatever, but I'm bringing in the Essence Taupe It Up. This is a little palette. And while I understand this is gray and not taupe, see those 3 gray shades? Like that dark gray? Yep, it's pretty close. Pretty close. So I'm actually going to use this palette. No Pan Left Behind. Yeah, I'm going to use it. No Pan Left Behind. That'll be easy. I've never used it. I just got it at, I got Black Friday. They had them buy 2 get 1 free, and they're only like $3.99 anyway. So that's it. So I have to use this No Pan Left Behind. I'm using this 10 times. I still have to use this multi-stick 5 times. I still have to use the Ace Beauté blush palette 5 times. And I have to hit pan on this sucker, man. I have to hit pan. I can see, when I'm looking at it, I can see the rings like clear as day. But I don't know if you guys can. But I can. And there's quite a big dip in there. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can do that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Let me know in the comments below if you are doing this project and how you're doing. I would like to know. Until next time, everyone, have a great day, and we'll see you later.